I did want to say this, LeVar.
Okay, LeVar.
Welcome. I think it's appropriate to welcome in somebody to the family.
Yeah.
And it's a nice announcement here. So welcome in to LeVar's exclusive Pro Bowl family, the one and only Shedeur Sanders.
All right.
A round of applause.
All right.
Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Bowler. He replaces Drake May. Drake May, who's got bigger things to deal with in a couple of weeks, being the Super Bowl. But congratulations to Shedeur Sanders. Just an incredible year and well-deserved. And so now...
Who was next in line?
I mean, it's sad to think,
Who
too,
was
the
next
Browns...
up if Shedeur opted out?
It's sad to think the Browns fired a head coach who got another quarterback to a Pro Bowl, you know?
How about that?
It really is a shame.
I mean, they're still trying to find a guy. They got candidates pulling their name out of the mix left and right, and they just sent a quarterback to the Pro Bowl. It's unbelievable.
Well, there you go.
What is what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Go ahead. You take a stab at it, Q.
Oh, it's over. I mean, it is done. I don't look. There's been other examples. You know, it's unfortunate that we're making Shedeur Sanders the example of this. I mean, Tyler Huntley went to one where you're like, okay, did this make sense? But it's not what it used to be. Like, you can no longer use Pro Bowls in today's game as a manner in which we talk about how great a player was. It has changed completely. And to give it to Shedeur over, I don't know, Trevor Lawrence or a list of other quarterbacks who
I haven't played since 06.
Yeah. Who had
get my votes up.
A better year, better stats, whatever the case may be. It's absurd. It's making a mockery of the honor. It's making a mockery for other guys who have actually earned that right. And it's sad to see. Like, if you went through his QBR, for those who don't know, and it's just a different quarterback rating, but it's a little easier to understand because it's out of 100 and it factors into situational football a little bit more. It was like an 18. It was one of the lowest, like literally in the past 20 years ever, of like the 690 quarterbacks that qualify. He was like the fourth lowest ever. And the lowest, if you actually look at the quarterbacks that qualify, I mean, they played enough snaps throughout the year, was Cam Ward, who was at like 33. So just to give you an idea of like how bad it was in comparison to other guys who, Cam Ward, who should have qualified instead of Shedeur Sanders for it, that's who he's going in over. Like, it is, again, it's not a knock on him. He's a rookie. He's a young player, and he'll improve and get better. But to then give him this opportunity is just ridiculous. It really is.
It's always been a popularity contest in my opinion, and it generally was, guys would vote as a team or as a position group, and you'd have the names. You see the names. Everybody agreed on the names, and I don't know. I there was a lot of times there were guys I was like, man, there's no way he should be in, but he's a name. He's been in, and it doesn't matter if he has a down year or not. They're going to vote him into the Pro Bowl. That's always existed, but this just seems to feel a little different. It just has a different feel to it. I mean, his stat line, there's nothing about his stat line that says he should be considered to be a Pro Bowler. So the only conclusion that you can come up with is that he won the popular demand by public vote. And there's probably so many people that voted for him to be in the Pro Bowl. He probably got more votes than guys that were first to the Pro Bowl. Yeah, I don't know if it's still the same, but you had the first guys, then you had the alternates. The first guys, those are the guys that are supposed to be there. They'll start the game. They're the ones that didn't need an injury or an opt-out or anything like that to be selected. They were selected. I don't know how that is now because there's not even really a game, but there was a sense of pride connected to making it to the Pro Bowl. I told you guys the story about how when you were a first-year guy, you come down to the bar and you had to pay for the first round of drinks that you were there for. Even if you didn't drink, you had to pay for them. It was like a rite of passage. The camaraderie that you built, seeing guys and their families around the pool or doing the different activities. I got an opportunity to meet a lot of guys that I would have never otherwise had an opportunity to build relationships with through the years, just going back to the Pro Bowl. And so, it definitely was a respect factor that was connected to it. And even if there were guys there that were there based off of more popularity, not necessarily having a better year than some of the guys that didn't make it, it still was an elite of the elites. Like, you didn't look at any of those guys and say he's not elite. I think for this one, and I hate to say it because I don't want to throw shade at Shedeur, but it's kind of much like the whole retiring of the jersey. It's like, is it warranted? Because there are a lot of guys that have done a lot more that don't have their jersey retired. You know what I mean? It kind of like raises the conversation again. Like, he has done what I will say in this day and age, he has done and his family has done an excellent job in building their family brand and personal brands. And his personal brand won here. The popularity of what he brings to the table won out over skill and talent.
What is that brand based off of? It's not merit. And that's what I think the slippery slope is in our society. When we start basing accomplishments off of things other than merit, then what are we doing?
Yeah, because you devalue the ones who did do it.
If you're getting rewarded for not accomplishing anything, or not, you look at his stats. You looked at this season at the Browns. How would you define that?
Mediocre.
Not even that. Probably below that.
1,400 yards on the season.
Forget yards. It's like at no point was his level of play anything. And again, he's a rookie, so it could improve and get better. But at no point would you look at his play in comparison to so many others that are more deserving of it and think it was better. So if you're saying his brand wins over that, then we've got a failed system. Because we're not rewarding people for what they actually accomplish and do.
His brand wins over that.
I hope he declines it. I hope he declines the invitation and just says, "Nah, I'm good." He doesn't need it. It's not like he needs to do it. If his brand is that big,
that's a lose-lose situation.
Why?
If he declines it, then it's like, arrogant.
No,
dude.
but if he comes out and
No,
says, "I'm not deserving of this. I don't think I deserve this," I think that would go a long way with a lot of people.
He didn't choose himself.
That'd be the best thing he could do.
I'd say I don't think I deserve it, but I'm not going. If I've been told I'm going, then I'm going.
I actually think
this isn't a lottery ticket.
I'm
going. It's not like you buy it and you go, well, we'll see. Who wins it?
Hey, listen, y'all chose me. Y'all said I'm the fill-in. I don't know how this happened, but I'm going to take it. Here we go.
Based on...
I'm a Pro Bowler.
I also wonder this, and based on how the story was...
Get ye behind me.
Based on how the story was presented and how the story was put out there. So Jordan Schultz was the guy who first reported it. And it's not... I wonder if at some point there's going to be a retraction from somebody saying at the NFL or somebody...
This was a mistake?
Yeah, listen, we don't know where that report came from, and I almost wonder if this was put out there as a little bit of a heat check. Like, what would the feedback be from people?
Well, the feedback would be.
Yeah, negative.
Yeah.
Like, they think it's ridiculous.
There would only be the people who voted for him would be positive about it. When he didn't get that first bid, you'd have to assume, hearing this information, you'd have to assume that people were upset that he didn't make it. Like he didn't make it in the first place. Like, wait, what do you mean he had to go as an alternate?
I think here's the other thing. Like if you look at why is Shedeur Sanders a Pro Bowler? Well, because opt-outs. People don't want to. Drake May can't be a part of it.
Still don't make you a Pro Bowler.
But when you were at the Pro Bowl,
yeah,
and I was thinking about this when you were at the Pro Bowl, I know that guys would maybe opt out because of injury or
just didn't want to go anymore.
Yeah.
They've just been to so many they didn't want to go.
But how prevalent was that?
There was only a few dudes that did it.
Because I think the fact that it
Brett
was
Favre never came.
Because I think the fact that it felt special. It was in Hawaii. The pageantry, the way it was presented to you was different than, hey, you guys want to go play cornhole and connect four in front of fans at some empty conference room or whatever in San Francisco a couple of days before the Super Bowl. It doesn't feel special.
Practices.
So why would you want to go?
I mean, it doesn't. I don't pretend to know what it feels like now because I'm so detached from it. But
it sucks.
It definitely felt special back then. It was what you wanted. I mean, I wanted a Pro Bowl more than I wanted an All-Pro. I never really paid attention to All-Pro. All-Pro is harder, and it definitely means more. That's like the equivalent of an All-American at the pro level.
I feel like that's like all you can base like awards off of now. Is you're just looking at All-Pros.
Yeah, All-Pro. Yeah. So, because Pro Bowler doesn't hold like, okay, if Shedeur got this 10 times, if he was able to be in the league for 10 years, have the seasons that he's had for 10 years, like say they're just moderately the same, you would have to say going to 10 Pro Bowls, he has to be considered to be one of the greats of all time.